Am I still training? I took off my belt and wondered why my side was hurting so much, and I looked down, pulled my pants down to inspect, and saw the imprint where my belt had pushed in my tool of protection. Always be prepared. This is using the leg sled. I try to vary it up and like put my feet in different places. Sometimes I put them high, sometimes I put them low. Sometimes I do them close together, sometimes I do them wide apart. But lately I've been having to put them wherever it doesn't cause pain on that place on my left thigh and my hip. So I only have a 45 plate on each side. At one time during this training I couldn't even go but down maybe 4 or 5 inches. This is another favorite machine of mine, using the, I think it's called seated leg curl. It actually has a little bar that goes down on top of my thighs, and it kind of massages that place on my left thigh that's really kind of sore. So this actually, I guess, works my muscle and makes the part that's hurting feel a little bit better. The thing that's been the most surprising during this training session is the improvement in my bench. I looked up some things because what I'd been told was just not working for me anymore. I was trying to pull it in too close to my chest, and I learned that by arching my back and by keeping my arms closer to my body but pulling it straight down closer to my abdomen instead of my chest was a far more comfortable position for me, and it immediately up to my bench. So I was able to do quite a bit more than normally. Then I did some close grip work at 68 pounds. Try to just kind of vary it up, do some close grip, do some Larson benches. Did a lot of bench work because it didn't hurt anything. My shoulder wasn't hurting this time. And these fractional weights have really given me the confidence to go up a little bit. You know, on some of those bench exercises. They've been very, very helpful. Well worth the money to me. I got these at Walmart. I read where putting a little lift in the bottom of the shoes that you wear to the gym is supposed to help you with your squat. So, you know, anything that works, right? Ooh. They're stuck together. Okay. Looks radioactive. We'll do anything to improve the squat. Oh, I don't feel any magic. It does feel pretty good. They didn't slide around when I put them on when I put my shoes on. That's good. What has been extremely disappointing during this training cycle is whatever this thing is going on in my hip, it feels much better than it did a year ago. My massage therapist is working on it with some yoga. But I can only do a few squats. I can't put heavy weight on there. And I try to do like holding my shoulders up, doing, you know, the pretty squat like everybody else does. But when I do that, I'm just not sinking it. I'm not breaking parallel. And like I've said before in my federation, it doesn't matter how your back is. It matters, does your hip joint go down below your top of your knees? You've got to break parallel. But you can see in this video, the second set, that my hip just gives out. And like, I'm just doing what I can do to get back up. And then on this last set, it wasn't there. And so it fatigues and cramps really, really early. I don't know what's going on with it, and I'm just still trying to figure all that out. But I'm just going to have to do what I can do to stay in the competition this time. That's all there is to it. I was so encouraged with the bench that I tried to do 90 pounds, and you'll see that I didn't quite make it. But I did get 88 pounds, which was 3 pounds more than last Sunday, so that's quite a bit of gains for an old lady. Most powerlifters who lift very heavy do not train the week before a meet or don't train with very heavy weights. But I don't move that much weight. I just am an old lady that doesn't have a lot of competition. So I went in on October the 10th and just did my 3 lifts, the squat, bench, and deadlift, to see if I could get a feel for what I might do. So I did a squat at 65 to make sure I could break parallel. Did another squat to make sure I could break parallel. And then I just did another single at 75. And that was really about all I thought I could do. I did a bench at 75. It felt pretty good. And then I did another one at 80. And I think I may have done another one at that. And then I did my 165, which is what I'm going to do for my opener on my deadlift, because that is going to get me a world record. And my goal is to get a world record on my opening deadlift and then see if I can beat my own world record and then go from there. So I think what I'm going to do is start off with 75, 65 on the squat just to make sure I break parallel and stay in the meet, because if I don't do that, it won't matter if I can deadlift later on in the day. And I'm going to try to stick at least around 80 to break my state record, or to break my national record for bench, and then get a 165 on my opener for deadlift, and that will give me a world record, and just go for there. So squat, not trying to break any records, just trying to get break parallel, stay in the game, and kind of go from there. Wish me luck, and I will report back with the details later. Thank you so much for watching. If you have time before you go, watch another video and consider subscribing to my channel. Leave me a comment below giving me some encouragement if you don't mind. Thank you.